2011 that this state went from a two-party state to basically a one-party state.
42 counties in Wisconsin, 42 county boards have passed resolutions saying that they want the state legislature to ban gerrymandering in Wisconsin once and for all. 6 counties have passed referendums in favor, and they passed overwhelmingly. 4 passed just last November.
Let me get to what is partisan gerrymandering and how is it done. There are just 2 tricks to creating a partisan gerrymandering, and they're called packing and cracking. I want to make it clear, both parties gerrymander. There are gerrymanders around the country that you could call Democratic gerrymanders. Wisconsin has a Republican gerrymander. But I'm going to talk about Wisconsin. So in packing, the Republicans seek to create districts that have supermajority of Democrats. They put Democrats, they pack them in a district so that no Republican could possibly win. Cracking is a term that's used to describe taking the remaining Democrats, the ones that can't be packed. You crack them means you spread them out so they couldn't possibly elect a Democrat in all those other districts. But you need to spread them out in order to achieve that. So in a cracked district, there's typically 35 to 40% Democrats, 60 to 65% Republicans. But in a packed district, there'll be over 70% Democrats. And that's the case in Wisconsin. Virtually all districts in Wisconsin where the majorities are in excess of 70%, if the race is contested, are Democratic districts. I can illustrate all this by the Fox River Valley, if you can turn to the map. This pattern went on all around the state, but this is the Fox River Valley. If we go up to Green Bay, you'll see Assembly District 90. That's a packed district. Republicans didn't run a candidate in 2018. Surrounding it are 3 districts, 89, 4, and 88, all of which contain parts of Green Bay, but go out away from Green Bay so that the parts of Green Bay won't control the district. That's a cracked district. Even 2 and 5 includes some of the kind of exurbs, as it were, of the greater Green Bay metropolitan area. You see the same thing in Appleton. There's a cracked district, number 57, which includes Lawrence College and parts of Appleton that are heavily Democratic, and includes the town of Menasha, which is Democratic. And that's a packed district. Republicans didn't run a candidate. And surrounding that district are 3 other districts, 56, which kind of wraps around 55. You have to follow the color. 55 and 3. And 55 and 3, all 3 of these districts take part of the greater Appleton area and then spread them out into the country so as to, that's cracking, taking some Democratic votes and combining them with more Republican votes. And 55 and 56 are all Republican districts. And then we go further south to Oshkosh, the same thing. 54 is the packed district, downtown Oshkosh, the campus. Republicans did not run a candidate. In all 3 packed districts in 2018, the Republicans did not contest. And then 53, you can see, combines a little bit of Oshkosh and a bunch of the suburbs and some countryside. That's a cracked district. So those are the techniques of packing and cracking, and they're duplicated all across the state. There are packed districts up by Superior Bayfield. There's a packed district in Eau Claire. There's a packed district in downtown La Crosse. There's a packed district in Janesville, a packed district in Beloit, a packed district in downtown Racine, a packed district in downtown Kenosha, lots of packed districts in Madison and Milwaukee. There's a packed district which considers Sauk Prairie, Baraboo, and Portage. They all put in one district. All 3 of those are Democratic.
In Lincoln County, no Democrats won for any office at all. On the nonpartisan gerrymandering referendum question, it was 67% or something like that voted in favor of having a nonpartisan procedure. And incidentally, I think there was like 2-3 other counties who had that same question on their ballot, and it wins all the time. Conservatives and liberals on the ground understand we need to have fair maps, and we need a nonpartisan procedure.
So where are we? Well, we elected a governor who said, well, maybe this is something that we ought to do something about. Over the last 8 years, we have been unable to get even a public hearing in the Capitol. Voss and Fitzgerald refused to even allow a public hearing on the issue of redistricting reform in the 4 April joint finance committees around the state of Wisconsin. There'll be an opportunity for you to testify, and for you to attend these joint finance committee hearings, and for you to strongly support nonpartisan redistricting and an end to gerrymandering. And that's terrific. So it'll be an opportunity for citizens to weigh in, and I have a sense that they're going to weigh in a very big and significant way. And that will raise the level of this issue.
And there's nothing about the current system that does anyone any good except for the political party who drew them. It doesn't do the legislature any good. It doesn't do Joe and Jane Public any good. It doesn't do democracy any good. It doesn't do public policy any good. The only entity that is benefited by this gerrymander is the entity that drew the lines, which is to say the bosses of the political party that drew them. And there again too, ask your legislature, ask your legislator, what's the benefit of having this line drawn way over there? What do I have in common with those people that are 100 miles in that direction, and where the line goes through in a wonky way and comes back over here? Explain to me how that's beneficial for me and how that's beneficial for them. We don't share the same roads. We don't share the same school districts. Explain to me why this is a good idea.